Now let's work on another problem. We have been given that a train is traveling at a uniform speed of 100 kilometers per hour, and you have been asked to draw the distance time graph for this scenario. We know that speed is equal to distance by time, and over here we have been given that the speed is 100 kilometers per hour. So we can write this as d by t is equal to 100. It's nothing but d is equal to 100t, and this can be written as d minus 100t is equal to 0. So this is in the form of a linear equation with two variables where the variables are d and t. So let's try to substitute some values for t and calculate the d. For example, if t is 1, which is 1 hour, then d is 100 times 1, which is 100. In 1 hour, the train travels 100 kilometers. Similarly, if the time is 2, then the distance traveled by the train is 100 times 2, which is 200. Similarly, for 3, it is 300. So we can plot a graph with t on the x-axis and d on the y-axis. So now let's try to plot the graph. From the previous slide, we have seen that when time is 1, the distance is 100, time is 2, the distance is 200, time is 3, the distance is 300. So these are our 3 points. So let's try to plot them. So when time is 1, so the time is on the x-axis and the distance is on the y-axis. So when the time is 1, we have the distance as 100. So our first point is over here. The second point is when time is 2, the distance is 200. So the second point is over here. And similarly, when the time is 3, the distance is 300. So the point is here. So let's try to join these points. So that's your d minus 100t equal to 0 line. So using this graph, if we know one of the variables, we can find the other variable. For example, find the distance traveled by the train in 4.5 hours. So this is 4, this is 5. So this point is 4.5. So let's draw a line parallel to the y-axis and passing through 4.5. Find the point at which it intersects the line d minus 100t equal to 0. And now draw a line parallel to x-axis and passing through this point and intersecting the y-axis. So now the distance traveled by the train in 4.5 hours is given by the y coordinate over here, which is 450. So this is the midpoint between 400 and 500. So we can say that the train traveled 450 kilometers in 4.5 hours. So this brings us to the end of the linear equations in two variables lesson.